After we have that, our programming flow is going to look like this. For line going into the map task, you can have many lines. So the outcome of the map task is going to be many key and value pair. And the key is associated with the movie ID, and the value is with the rating. And Hadoop is going to magically do something for you so that coming into the reducer, this is what Hadoop going to do for you. Coming into reducer, you are going to have movie ID 0 with all of the rating associated with that, movie ID 1, and all the rating associated with that, and so on. And the reduce will be applied to each individual key and group of values. And that should give you the final result that you want. For each movie ID, you have an average rating. So we found that this is somewhat difficult to change your mindset to. But again, going backward from the outcome, go back to reduce, go back to map, is the easiest way to formulate your solution. Yes.
So we're to assume that the data handed to the reducer is coming in a sorted order, right?
In the sorted order for the keys only, not the value. So let's go ahead and open up the terminal. Go to your intro to Hadoop directory and create a Python file named mapper01.py with the following content.
So you can use either your favorite terminal to create that file, or you can use the actual text editor feature. If you're in your intro to the Hadoop directory in Jupyter, you can just go to new and text file to create this file.
Oh, can you show that? I actually don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you want me to?
yeah.
All right, so go to your intro to Hadoop directory, or do you not have one?
I have one.
Okay.
Okay, intro to Hadoop, new text file. Oh, that I don't know. And we have a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and copy paste. Save it and close it. So now you have a file called mapper01.py within your intro to Hadoop directory. So within this specific file, the Python mapper that we are writing is reading data from HDFS, and it is reading by full text data, and it's reading from standard in. So this means that this is going to follow the Hadoop default data I/O approach, which is to read for each block, it's going to read each individual line of that block and emit the individual line as a single data element. So you can consider that this is one line within the data set. So first, I'm stripping the leading and trailing spaces. Always do that. Always stripping the leading and trailing spaces. And then I'm splitting that into an array of rating informations using the comma as a separator. So this should give you back an array with 4 elements going from 0 to 3 according to the column of your data structure. We are grabbing the second column as the movie ID and the third column as the rating information, and we are printing it out as separated by a tag. So if you run this file, so how do you give a standard in? We don't really have a complete MapReduce program to test on the main infrastructure yet. So what we want to do is simulate the behavior of Hadoop. So you can actually do that by using the cat command, cat data directly out of the Hadoop infrastructure. This way it is very useful. You don't really have to go create a smaller data set within your environment to test your mappers. You can test directly with the primary data. And you can also select certain set of data out of the main data to build your test case. So I don't want to test my mapper program against the entire data set. So I'm still only testing as using 10 line. So you can see my output here. I'm grabbing all the first and second column of this data set, all the first and second column, and I'm emitting out them out as the key and value here.
So this is just to test the mapper?
Yes. So do we want to fit this stream into the reducer? Yes, no, maybe. The quick answer is we don't. Just because you have movie ID, rating, movie ID, rating, you have header, column headers. Because you are passing the main data file and that means you also pass this line. You need to do error checking, and you need to do error checking from within the mapper. It is much more efficient than doing it from the reducer. So you want to be able to, if you are hitting anything that is not a movie ID and a numeric or rating, you want to omit it from this MapReduce output. So let's go ahead and create another text file. Name it mapper02.py. Copy paste, copy paste. I have mapper02.py. We are running low on time, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip over the challenges. So this is the content of mapper02.py. So everything is almost the same, except you start with a try and accept value error here. So we try to convert both the movie ID and the rating into float, because we know the movie ID is a numeric and the rating also numeric. And you print, and if it is correct, you are printing that here out.